Was that a game that was ultimately lost in the first half today, Stevie?
You probably could say that. I think when the wins as strong as it's going to be, people say it's a game of two halves. But sometimes teams play actually better when against them, which I thought was the case today. I thought in the first half we looked for a win to try and score a goal rather than us trying to score a goal ourselves. I thought the second half we played a lot better. Disappointed with the goal we lost, an individual mistake. Josh knows himself probably do better, but since he came here he's been outstanding. He's saved us so many times. He's a young kid and he'll learn from that. I think the first goal was always going to be decisive in this game. The conditions as tough as that, so off the back of a good beat last week, we came in really confident. We've trained really well again, and it's unfortunate we didn't get 3 points.
Obviously, you take any of the chances in the first half, as you say, it totally changes the game.
Yeah, you look at the chances we created. We hit the bar a couple of times. We died a great shot as well, but for me, we never done enough with the wind. I think we relied on it too often. We set plays. I thought we had to move it quicker. In the final third, we've got to make better decisions. I still don't think, as a team, we work the goalkeepers enough. I think it's nice up to that point. It's something we really have to work on, because that's the first quarter gone by now, and we're certainly not happy where we're at. I think we can all see that, and it's down to us now to try and sort it for the next quarter and make sure we get more points.
How do you prepare both offensively and defensively in terms of the win today? Because obviously, as you say, you change at half time and it's complete opposite from what it was in the first 45.
It's difficult because when you've got the win, you're trying to play balls through it, run out the park. Set players want to swirl in. It's difficult. Their goalkeepers try to kick it. It's swirling about, and it's never great for any team to play football. But I think and for us to try and play as best we could in conditions like that. Because you see that in the first half, the goalkeeper kicked the ball out. But two teams the same. So we said that before it. Just try and make sure we get momentum here. Because in spells for the first quarter we've done well and looked good. But we've not been consistently that way. So we'll go back in the cup game next week, which has been good to us, but ultimately we need to, next quarter league games, we need to try and get some more points and move up this league.
I appreciate it's just after full time, but is there anything you can say on Sean Docherty? Obviously came off in the first half.
It looks as if something to do with his knee. I think it's maybe a bit of slid in the first half. I think maybe in the first halfway line he kind of walked away from me, tried to go and get it, and I think the knee kind of gave it away. So we'll have to wait to see. One thing we've got this year is a strong squad. It's one of the strongest squads I've seen, especially in my time being here, but I don't think their squad is strong in terms of numbers. There's good quality. You seen that last week at Dumbarton. We put subs on, we probably made our team stronger. Today was all about trying to get momentum, try to get 3 points. We knew it was going to be difficult in the conditions, but as I said to the players in there, I've seen enough for the first quarter and the second half today. I think the second half there was one team that looked to try to get back in the game and play. It was us, with a couple of wee chances. And we're not going to breaks at the moment. You've seen that the minute time the ball goes in the box and it's kicking about, it seems to fall to one of their players. Their goal, yes, Josh kind of missed it, but it fell to one of their players 6 yards out. We're not getting that. But listen, we'll keep working. We've got a good group in there, a young group, and they're eager to do well, and we'll make sure going forward that we're going to hope for more points to come.
You say about momentum, I imagine coming off of the Dumbarton game, you obviously want to get 2 wins in a row, finish the first quarter strongly. It just didn't happen. Yeah, that was the whole plan. Ideally that'd have been great. Then we could look back in the first quarter and say, yeah, it was even at the end, it was still wanting to be more points. That, but at the start we kind of struggled a wee bit at the start. We didn't been out for a while, obviously, and we was losing Robbie as well. So we found it tough at the start, but the squad's up and running now. We're good numbers. Langy's now back. Also made a few additions to the Hearts boys have been good as well for us going forward. So we're still confident. I know people look at league tables, don't lie. Listen, we'll take the criticism that comes our way. The first quarter it's not been good enough. But we've got a good group in there, and we'll make sure the next quarter we'll get more points. And I've always said, and I've been here before many times, it's where you're at the end of the season. Sometimes you don't get to the end of the season, that is the only problem. That's just reality. But it's after 36 games, and they're still confident what I've seen so far. And I'm sure a lot of people look at that as well, they can see that, but ultimately performance have been good, but it's points you need. Points where it makes surprises, and we need to try and get some more points. I was going to say, you mentioned about the performances being good, and there's not been games where Stranraer have been beat kind of 3-4-0 or anything like that, but equally I imagine you're fed up coming through here talking about hard luck stories. Yeah, you're right, and that can last for so long. Yeah, and that's the way it goes, but we'll play every team now, and I think people have been all the games, I've seen there's not much in the whole division. You see results week in, week out, there's not a team that's running away with it, which is good. It keeps a bunch together, so we know if we can get a couple of wins, and you're right, momentum's the biggest thing. If we can get 2 or 3 wins back to back, that will put you mid-table. Then after that, but it's getting the first one, then getting the second one. We want to do well here. We've done well here in the cup games. It's that season. Ross County, Queen of the South. The cup's been good too, but we want to make this play a fortress for league games. Teams down here and don't get
what they're getting just now. They're getting points too cheap for my liking, you know. But listen, we need to dust ourselves down. We'll go back in and go again for next week.
Obviously, cup next week, but in terms of the league, I don't imagine you want to get cut adrift at the bottom.
No, absolutely not. You know, I obviously say it's only first quite a long way to go, but we're still at the bottom. You know, obviously Edinburgh City take their direction away from them. We are bottom of the league, you know. But I think we've seen today that the teams that we've played recently, you know, we look back to even back to the Stirling game and we were so far in front, you know. But we've not at this stage of the season got ourselves in front with 2 or 3 goals, and that's crucial. You know, you need to build momentum as we get 2 or 3. If you're 1-0 up, you're always vulnerable to lose something. The game today, nothing each half time. They had the wind. It was always going to pull into a set play, you know, and ultimately that's what happened. So, no, listen, we'll look back at the first quarter. We know what we've got to work on, you know, and we'll make sure we'll try and work to put it right.